Dear students, welcome back to the science class. How are you? Hope all are keeping fine and healthy. Okay, in the last class, we were studying about circulatory system and nervous system. And I have given you some homework. Have you done the homework? Okay, good. So all of you have done the homework. So I will show you the answers of the homework given. And you have to check your answers, and if there is any mistake you have to correct it and copy down the answers to your class workbook. Okay, these are the answers of the assignment given in the last class. Write the function of arteries and veins. Okay, what is the function of the arteries? Arteries carry oxygen rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body, while veins bring the deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body to the heart. Which are the parts of the nervous system? The parts of the nervous system are brain, spinal cord and nerves. These are the two questions I have given you last week. So you have to write the notes in your classwork. And today we are going to see respiratory system and digestive system. Okay. Today we will study about respiratory system and digestive system. And what is the function of the respiratory system? And you have studied the function of the lungs, isn't it? So the respiratory system also has the same function, the function of the respiratory system. What is the function of the respiratory system? The respiratory system helps us to breathe, and there are three parts for the respiratory system: nasal cavity, trachea and lungs. Okay, how do we breathe? We breathe through the nose, breathe through our nose. Our nose has two nostrils, so the air enters through the nostrils and then it passes to the nasal cavity and it goes to the trachea and finally it goes to the lungs, and that process is called inhalation. Okay, so the air enters into the lungs. That process is called inhalation. It passes through the nasal cavity, trachea and finally reaches to the lungs. That process is called inhalation. And what is happening in the lungs? In the lungs, that oxygen diffuses into the blood. It is mixed with the blood and the blood vessels carry this blood to all parts of the body. The oxygen rich blood is carried by the blood vessels to all parts of the body. Which blood vessels carry oxygen rich blood? Last class we studied. Which blood vessel carry? Arteries carry oxygen rich blood to all parts of the body. Okay, so that process is called inhalation. So when this process is happening, when the blood is carrying oxygen along with it and it is transmitted to all the parts of the body, that time carbon dioxide is expelled through the nasal cavity and trachea. Okay, that time what is happening? Carbon dioxide from the lungs expel, send out, gives out carbon dioxide through the trachea and nasal cavity. Okay, that process is called exhalation. So when we breathe in, we take in oxygen, and when we breathe out, we give out carbon dioxide. Okay, both inhalation and exhalation is happening in the respiration. Okay, respiration is the combination of inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation means we take in oxygen and exhalation means we give out carbon dioxide. Okay, so let us see the parts of the respiratory system. Okay, these are the parts of the respiratory system. So we breathe through our nose, and from the nose it passes to the nasal cavity. Here is the nasal cavity, and from the nasal cavity it goes to the trachea. This is the trachea tube-like structure, and from there it is reaching to the lungs. Okay, and in the lungs oxygen is mixed with the blood. Okay, oxygen diffuses into blood and that blood is carried to all the parts of the body by the blood vessel arteries. Okay, then at the same time carbon dioxide, air rich in carbon dioxide from the lungs is given out through the trachea, nasal cavity and the nose. Okay. So when oxygen is entering into the lungs, where is entering into the lungs, that process is called inhalation, and when carbon dioxide is giving out, that process is called exhalation. So respiration is the combination of both processes, inhalation and exhalation. Did you understand? Yes or no? Oh, okay. Then we are moving to the next system, digestive system. So what is the function of the digestive system? The function of the digestive system is to digest the food we eat. Okay? The function of the digestive system is to digest the food we eat. And which are the parts of the digestive system? Let us look at the picture. Okay. So here you can see mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. These are the parts of the digestive system. So when we eat, we keep the food in the mouth, isn't it? We keep the food in the mouth. In the mouth, what is happening? The mouth, the teeth chew the food and it is mixed with saliva. The fluid inside our mouth is called saliva. So when we keep the food in the mouth, the teeth helps to chew the food. The food is broken down into smaller pieces and it is mixed with saliva and it passes through the esophagus, or it is called the food pipe. Okay, it passes through the esophagus called the food pipe, and through the esophagus it reaches to our stomach. Okay, it reaches to the stomach. And what is happening in the stomach? The stomach, the walls of the muscles present in the stomach churns the food, and the stomach has digestive juices also, that we studied in the last class, and the food is mixed with the digestive juices in the stomach and again it is broken down into finer particles. Okay. So the muscles present in the stomach churns the food and it is mixed with the digestive juices present in the stomach. And after digesting, the food is sent to the small intestine. Here is the small intestine. You can see the food is sent to the small intestine. There also digestion is taking place. The digestion is completed in the small intestine. And from the small intestine, the unwanted food, the undigested food, passes to the large intestine and it is sent out through the anus. Okay. So we excrete the unwanted food through the anus. Unwanted food is, or the waste is sent to the large intestine, and from the large intestine it is sent through the anus. Okay. So that's about the digestive system. Okay. The digestive system consists of the mouth, esophagus, stomach and intestine, both intestines, small intestine and large intestine. When we chew with the help of teeth, the food gets broken down into smaller particles. These smaller particles mixed with saliva and then reach the stomach through esophagus. Okay. In the stomach, they get mixed with the digestive juices and are passed on to the small intestine. The food particles are further converted into simpler forms which are absorbed by the body, provide us nutrients and energy. So after the food is digested, what is happening? The nutrients present in the food, it is absorbed by the blood and it is sent to all parts of the body. Along with the blood, nutrients also carried to all parts of the body. Okay, the nutrients we needed for the body is getting from the food we eat. Okay, the blood absorbs the nutrients and it is sent to all parts of the body by the blood vessels. Blood vessels carry blood vessels carry blood, along with the blood the nutrients also carry. From nutrients we get energy to do our work. Okay. Then what is digestion? The process of breaking down of food into finer particles, simpler particles. That process is called The process of breaking down of food into simpler forms is called digestion. So in the picture you can see the food particle is going from the mouth to the small intestine, then large intestine. The food particles passes through the food pipe and it comes to the stomach, then it comes to the small intestine, and the unwanted food particles is passed to the large intestine, and from there it is released out, given out through the anus. Okay, did you understand the lesson? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, then today's assignments. Here are 3 assignments for you. The first one, Daisy just had lunch. Which system will now work in her body to digest the food? Which system will work? The digestive system. Write the names of the different organs of this system that we have seen in the picture. Different organs are there in the digestive system, and you have to write down the names of the organs present in the digestive system. And what is digestion? It is given straightly in the textbook. The process of breaking down of food particles into its simpler form is called digestion. Then name the different parts of the respiratory system. That also given in the picture. You can look and write the answer. Okay, that's the end of today's class. Okay, we will see you in the next class.